Have you ever walked into a cafe in a new country and suddenly realized you have no idea how to order your favorite drink? Maybe you point at the menu. Maybe you smile nervously. And maybe, just maybe, you end up with a triple espresso instead of a cup of tea. Well, today, let me tell you a story about a young traveler named Emily, and how a simple cafe mix-up in London taught her the magic of polite English phrases. This is the Cafe Mix-Up, Learning Polite Phrases and Restaurant English. Emily had just landed in London from Toronto. She was tired, jet-lagged, a little excited, and very hungry. She wandered into a small cafe tucked between a bookstore and a flower shop in Notting Hill. It smelled like cinnamon, roasted coffee beans, and fresh pastries. It was the kind of place where time slows down. Unless you're standing at the counter with a long line behind you. Emily stepped up to the cashier and looked at the chalkboard menu. There were words like flat white, Americano, Earl Grey, and even a mysterious item called Builder's Brew. Emily panicked. She wanted something with milk, maybe tea or coffee. Turns out, she had just ordered a Builder's Brew, a super strong British tea, very popular with, well, builders. Not quite Emily's style. Emily went back to the counter, a little unsure of what to do. She didn't want to be rude, but she didn't want to drink something she couldn't finish either. She nervously said something and realized something important. She hadn't used the right phrases. In English, especially in places like the UK, how you say something is just as important as what you say. So here are some polite phrases that can help in cafes and restaurants. 1. Could I have instead of I want or give me? 2. Would it be possible to? Great for requests. 3. I'm sorry, but I think there's been a mix-up, a kind and non-blaming way to point out a mistake. That one small change in her words? It shifted the whole conversation, but Emily's adventure wasn't over yet. If you've ever felt nervous about ordering in a new language, you'll want to stick around. Because in part 2, Emily learns how to fix a wrong order, thank staff politely, and even help a tourist next to her, all with simple English expressions. Emily was finally sipping her perfect cup of Earl Grey, warm, soft, and just a little floral. She settled by the window, watching Londoners hurry by under cloudy skies, and felt calm. But her quiet moment didn't last long. Just then, a man sat down at the table next to hers. He looked lost, flipping through a travel guide and glancing nervously at the menu. He was clearly not a local. Emily recognized the same confusion she had felt just 10 minutes ago. There was an awkward silence. Let's break down that moment. When something goes wrong with your order, here are 3 useful expressions. 1. I think there's been a small mistake. 2. I actually ordered helps clarify what you expected. 3. Would it be okay to change this? Shows respect and gives the server room to respond. And that's the power of politeness. In a cafe, a restaurant, or even a street market, how you speak can make a world of difference. So let's recap what Emily learned today. Could I have is your best friend in cafes. Would it be possible to? Sounds kind and respectful. Sorry, I think there's been a mix-up. Helps fix mistakes with grace. And most importantly, a smile goes a long way. Whether you're in London, Tokyo, or Rio, using polite language helps you connect with people, even when things go a little wrong. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another episode. And tell us in the comments, Have you ever had a restaurant or cafe mix-up while traveling? Share your story. We'd love to hear it. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep learning.